It's my favorite planet.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty good planet.
Yeah, it actually is pretty fun. It's just, there's some things that really annoy me. One of them we're going to meet here in a second.
So, any ideas on how to find Neptune?
My scanners are picking up some sort of distress beacon, but it is not from Neptune. I believe it may be the Nebulaks.
Welcome to Side Quest Planet, home of the side quest. So, yeah, let's go meet an old friend. And by friend, I mean acquaintance.
Well, howdy, friend. Fancy seeing you all the way out here in the Zarkov sector. What can I do you for?
We're looking for a criminal named Neptune Prague. Have you seen him?
Well, as a matter of fact, I did see an M-class starcruiser land just beyond the ridge there. But the path is blocked by space debris. Ooh, yes, sirree, something scandalous must have happened up there. You're gonna need some hover boots to get past.
I had hover boots, but they were lost when the Nebulaks was destroyed.
Oh, don't you worry, friend. I just happen to have a spare set. Of course, I couldn't part with them unless you could bring me some Gargathon horns. What do you say? You can find Gargathon horns all around the swamp. Some hide in fossils, or you can take them straight from the demon's mouth. If you know what I'm saying.
Alright, so, yeah, this is like the Arctic planet or the desert planet in Going Commando, only the major difference with that
is it's actually fun.
It's actually fun, yes. There's also 2 new weapons to buy, the Warmonger and the Vortex Grenade.
I'm really liking the Warmonger.
And, as much as I like this planet, I do have one particular issue with it, and that, fuck this planet, because I had to record this planet twice. Because the first time I recorded it, my footage jumped all around, and it was all unusable. An hour and a half worth of footage, unusable.
You stink like a...
Yeah, that'll ruin your day.
Yeah. I'm just glad that this game is short and fun, because I would have really, really been angry about that. There's also some new enemies where, if they get too close to you, they'll kamikaze.
Just 9 more of those horns, and you're gonna have yourself a shiny, slightly used pair of Lombax hover boots.
I had a feeling those hover boots belonged to you in the first place.
You know, I got that same feeling.
So this planet is huge, and there's a lot to do. So this video is just basically a best of compilation. Like, once I get a couple Gargathon horns and you sort of get the idea, I just start jumping to the important parts.
Yep.
Oh, and here we go.
Congratulations to Dr. Buttass, who actually guessed correctly.
Yeah, Dr. Buttass, you guessed Mrs. Zircon. And you win the prize of being acknowledged on our videos.
You win the no prize.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much.
Anyway, down over there you can see one of these live dudes.
Yeah, there were 3 horns, and they actually have a weak point. If you hit them in the horns, then your weapons actually deal more damage to them.
Neat. I did not know that, actually.
Yeah. It's really nice if you can manage to get it.
But they have multiple horns.
Yep, they have 3 horns, and the bones only have 1. There's 100 horns total.
And you have to get them all to platinum, which, Kalon, you mentioned something about that earlier.
Yeah, I have platinumed this game, and one of the requirements to get the platinum trophy is to get all weapons up to level 6, which you have to do in challenge mode. And in order to get one of the weapons, you might know which weapon probably, you have to get all 100 horns. Which, you know, it's a big planet and it's fun, but like finding those last couple horns can be a bitch.
Yeah, there are some of them that are deviously hidden.
Vendor with more wimpy weapons for you. Ha ha ha.
Whoo-wee, you are a professional Gargathon hunter. Did you know that? Now, you enjoy the hover boots, and if you ever want to make some bolts, I'm always on the lookout for more horns.
This fuel station appears to be broken. A virtual diagnostic reports one missing Versa regulator.
Is that all this thing is missing? Because I just happen to have one right here. And I'd be happy to part with it for, say, 30 Gargathon horns. I'll even throw in some bolts as a bonus.
I believe that smuggler may be disingenuous.
Okay, so, there are people... I was looking up statistics on, like, how many people have gotten the trophies on here since PS4 has done a nice thing and started listing how many percent of the trophies that people have gotten. 51.33% of the people who own this game and have put it in their PS3s have gotten the Platinum Trophy.
It's a short game.
Yeah, it is a really easy game to Platinum, too. There's only like one or two annoying ones.
One of them being the horns.
Well, yeah.
The other being the weapons.
No, I'd say scaring everything is a little more annoying than getting all the weapons to level 6.
Any Gargathon horns you bring me. Don't you test me, bird! I will leave you here!
Everything all right?
Hey, see, my bird and I got into an argument about the division of profits. I don't suppose you'd help me look for him, would you?
Sure, I'd be happy to look for him. For a few bolts.
You got gumption, my friend. Bolts for the bird.
Oh yeah, so this planet is split into 3 big main areas. One area you can only get to with the jetpack, and another one you can only get to with the boots or the jetpack.
This is part of the reason right here why this planet is fun. Just hover booting and do a flip and then just jetpacking and killing one of these things is neat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, also upgrade.
Yep. I forget what this does. I think it just... Oh yeah, they just shoot faster, or fly around faster and do more damage. But they glow now. That's the important part.
Yes. Glowing equals more damage.
Oh, and in this first area, if you go underneath this big rock formation...
You found another one. There ought to be 5 more left.
Speaking of God, are you going to show that off this video?
Oh yeah, I'll
Okay.
show that off. Don't worry. I show pretty much all the important stuff off. So, in the second area that you can, or in the third area rather, that you can only get to with the jetpack is where the parrot is.
How did he even get here? His stubby little wings barely keep him aloft.
I don't know.
Look at them, they're so tiny.
Oh, and you'll notice that my horn stuff jumps around a little bit. That's because in order to streamline it a little better, I just edited it around a little bit. It's better this way, trust me.
Now there you are. You found my bird. Thank you, friend. Here's your reward. Now we can talk about your new cut.
50-50 plus benefits.
Oh, just a gosh darn second. That ain't no split. I'll do all the heavy lifting. 70-30.
I do the thinking. 50-50.
60-40. The only way you were getting a bolt more is over my dead body.
I know where you sleep.
Oh, all right. 50-50.
But yep, Neptune is up in the second area, and I accidentally triggered the cutscene.
Whoops.
Let's get inside before someone sees us.
Interesting hideout the Progs have.
Yeah, charming. Hey, what exactly are you looking for?
A tour bot for the Museum of Intergalactic History. Vendra and I stole it when we learned they had moved the original Dimensionator there.
You want us to steal the Dimensionator?
Steal, liberate, call it whatever you like, but yes, it's stealing. That device is the only thing that can send the Nethers back across the barrier.
Then why can't you do it?
Look at me. I'm a lot of things, but nimble isn't one of them. You bring me the artifact, I fix it, and voila. We can save Vendra and drive back the Nethers.
Why are you doing this, Neptune? your sister is terrible to you.
She wasn't always like this. She's just angry. Have you ever wanted something so badly that everything else just fades away?
Yes, but if we help you save her, you have to turn yourself in. Kronk and Zephyr were friends of mine. You need to answer for what you did to them. That, or you can save your sister yourself.
Deal.
I still have utterly no sympathy for either of them.
I have some sympathy for Neptune.
Okay, I can understand the situation, but Ratchet lost his family too, and you don't see him going around kill. Wait a minute.
Hey, Lombax, there are a lot of folks talking about a smackdown you gave back in the Destructapalooza. Why don't you come back and try your luck at the Gold Cup? We got a lot of surprises waiting for you.
Okay, so yeah, now the Gold Cup has been unlocked at the arena, and we'll get to that in this video because there's not enough in just this planet to really constitute half an hour. But hidden around the planet are these 6 key things.
We must find Neptune's hideout before the Nethers and... Ratchet. This appears to be a key. I suspect it may be used to open the vault near the smuggler.
So yeah, there's 6 of them hidden around. 2 of them are out in the open, and then I'll show off what you have to do for the other 3. But the second one that's out in the open is over here by this crashed ship.
I'm pretty sure that's one of the thugs for less ships.
It is, actually. It's a nice touch, because this is the place where the Nebulox crashed, and I think one of them got shot down.
We kind of killed, No, wait, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't kill any in the tutorial level. But the other 3, there's one in each of the really large hubs. And it gives you a nice little cinematic panning over, and it shows you where a battery bomb is.
Enjoy this brown.
Well, it's greenish brown. But you have a limited time to get to all of them and back, and then throw them in the appropriate place. And most of them are really easy, but there's one that I always screw up at least the first time.
I just don't like time things in video games. I can't deal with the pressure.
You must suck at any given Mario game that is not, based off 64.
I'm terrible at Mario. I'm awful. I keep playing them because because they're fun, but I'm awful at Mario games. I get going and I get I'm doing okay, and then I fuck up a same pit 50 times. And I get angry and shut the thing off, and then a week later I'm like, I bet I can probably do that, and the cycle repeats itself.
Well, but yeah, this is... You can see I have 59 horns. I was trying to look for the last one for forever, and then I got bored and I decided to do this instead.
Whee!
Woohoo!
You missed.
Come here! Come here! Hey, come here! Come here! But yeah, this is actually the best way to show off, the hubs and everything, is just trying to chase these guys down. I don't show off most of the hubs because, it's just...
It's all just this, basically.
Yeah, it's this.
Some of it's more vertical.
Don't get me wrong, it's really fun to play, but it is not fun to watch.
Oh, that was close.
And I realized that. Yeah, that one's close. And the other one is the last one. That's the one I usually have trouble with and manage to fuck up at least once.
Just spotted that creature in the Cerulean sector. It's already destroyed 6 watch posts.
Can you scramble the defense force?
They're all out fighting the thugs. I'm gonna have to engage myself.
No, don't. Head back to Meridian City and call a state of emergency. Have everyone seal themselves into their homes. I'm working on a plan.
What plan?
It's in progress, but we'll be in touch.
This is the one I have problems with because it's such a tight timer. And I always panic and fuck up and accidentally throw him too early and I don't get him in the first time. So this is actually a second take.
Well, technically, I think it's third take.
No, this is only the second time I've done this.
Well, didn't you say you had to redo this whole thing?
Oh, well, okay, then technically it's actually the fourth take because I fucked up the first time I recorded this level too.
All right.
But yeah, that one's really tight. You have to be almost perfect.
I don't know how I managed to do it.
Perhaps we should go back to the smuggler.
Steal them and then charge you for them?
Probably. Let's go talk to him. Hey, guy, who doesn't have a name.
Good work finding them keys. Of course, it takes 6 to open the vault. And I just happen to have the last one right here. You get the rest of those horns, and I could see myself parting with it.
Anyway, that's one of the ones that are really painful to find because they're hidden under things.
They're hidden on the walls, and it's
you don't
not
think they're
right
up there because there are like 2 that are on the walls. And
yeah, it's really awful. Those are always the last ones I find because I forget that they exist.
I knew this would be a beneficial business arrangement. Well, looky here. Cash and prizes. Whoo-wee! Sweet Islandzoni, it was dark in there. Oh, thanks, friend. You deserve some sort of reward for rescuing me. How about I build you a Rhino 7 super weapon? Just bring me all the pieces of the Hollow plan, and I'll have you saving the galaxy in no time. The plans should be scattered throughout the sector.
And
All
now
right.
we're back here.
Yep, we're at the arena.
And he's still stuck.
So, because it's pretty self-explanatory, you had a story about what happened on the origins of the smuggler?
That was its whole thing. I don't know. Do you really want to go into that?
Yeah, you said to remind you about it, and I mean, it's just the arena. Come on.
All right, here's a taste of my 500-page Ratchet and Clank fanfiction. Basically, the story is that here is 1994, and Robert Muldoon is working as a game warden at Jurassic Park. All right, so during the dry run, everything, of course, goes bad, and Robert Muldoon is mauled by a genetically modified velociraptor. I can't believe I'm actually talking about this. I didn't mean to say anything, but wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's the vortex grenade,
so
by
he's
the way.
wounded horribly, but not dead. And blah, 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 mad science, he starts turning into some sort of horrible velociraptor man. And during the Puerto Rican sweep of the island, they find him, they turn him over to the government, and he gets sent to Area 51, where they probe him for years. And eventually he escapes, and he finds, like, the crashed Roswell spaceship that's been fixed up. And this is the Independence Day crossover section. Anyway, he escapes, and he takes off. And so he's got no money, nothing to his name. So he just starts life as a smuggler, and eventually he pairs up with a dumb bird. And that's basically it.
Okay, so this one's actually kind of interesting because they give you a level 1 shotgun, and you need to shoot them into that giant death trap there. And you have like 2 minutes or a minute 45 seconds or whatever to get 24 of them in there. And the thing is, it doesn't end when you get 24 in there. You just have to wait out the clock once you've gotten all 24.
In the rest of my fanfiction, Ratchet and Dr. Nefarious are married, and they have a baby, and they named him Alistair. And also, Vegeta is there for some reason.
Well, of course, it's a fanfiction. When is Vegeta not in fanfiction?
Yeah. He's like, he just shows up.
Yeah, he's like Hercules. I can't wait to fucking talk about that.
Oh, yeah. You remember when Disney did that Aladdin Hercules crossover episode?
No!
Okay, they did I forget what even the plot was, but that's all I have to say about it. And they did a lot of like crossovers for their shows, even the ones that didn't make sense.
Yeah, because Hercules and Aladdin does not make sense.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure those aren't really in the same time period.
No.
I remember Greece was like destroyed in Aladdin. Like, there was that one dude who made like giant robot bugs all the time. It was just basically like some insane remnant of Greece.
I don't remember the Aladdin show.
It was actually decent, I guess.
I remember it being decent, I just don't remember anything about it, really. Aside from the fact that Return of Jafar was just basically the first 3 episodes.
Yeah. And also Aladdin's still dressed like, you know, a street rat, because he's, you know... Aladdin's still dressed like a street rat, despite the fact that he was living in the palace and married to the princess.
He wasn't married yet, he was engaged.
Okay. Close enough.
Oh, yeah, I mean, like,
But he's still dressed like that, you know?
If you're banging the princess, you should be dressing a little better.
Yeah, you know, maybe actually some shoes. A hat that isn't the... No, the monkey wore the fez.
Yeah.
What hat did Aladdin wear? I forget.
I don't think... I think he also wore a fez. I think they both wore fezzes.
Requires investigation.
I think Abu just basically dressed up as, like, Aladdin.
Right. Okay, yeah, that sounds right.
I never realized this until just now. Abu fucking just dresses up like Aladdin.
Well, he's a monkey. Monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, the Aladdin show, there was the talking Egyptian cat lady, who the internet is in love with, apparently.
Oh yeah, of course.
What else were recurring visions? There was that dude with the skeleton hand who was, like, way too intense for the show. He was, like, at 7, and the rest of the show was at, like, 5.
There was some guy that was also, like, in the last episode, supposed to be revealed to be, like, Aladdin's brother, but they changed it at the last minute.
I actually think that was him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I forget what his name was. There was the episode where they got turned into snake people.
Oh, this one's actually pretty cool because you start out with a very limited timer, and every kill you get adds to the timer, but you can only use your wrench.
Also, the Hercules show was weird because they put him back in high school, and then they invented 2 characters. They actually pulled them. They named them after characters. One of them was Icarus.
Yeah, and one of them was some...
It was that, like the prophet or one of them.
Yeah, Oracle or something.
Yeah, Oracle, whatever the hell her name was. I don't remember. I watched these when I was a kid.
Yeah, and I remember Meg was in one episode, and the way they hand-waved them not knowing each other was like... some spell completely wipes both of their minds, and they're like, oh, who are you? I don't know. Well, see you later.
They could have just... it was not necessary. But anyway, occasionally Hercules would go up to the temple and talk to Zeus.
Yeah.
And Zeus would be like, no, you need to obey your stepdad.
Oh, okay, and this is another mission that just doesn't end when you complete it. So, I just drive around in circles for 10 seconds.
You just gonna let that guy live?
Yeah.
Feeling magnanimous today?
I mean, if you kill them, they just add to your timer, and I'm already finished, so, yeah.
It's like 2 little bolts just sadly float into Ratchet.
Oh. I think there's 2 more.
What other weird shows did I watch as a kid?
You never watched Captain Simeon and the Space Monkeys.
Okay, Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Oh yeah, Big Bad Beetleborgs was fucking weird.
I remember, like, they had... It was just basically trying to cop Power Rangers money.
Yeah, pretty much.
One of the characters was, like, a werewolf, and he just didn't talk, he just made growls. And then the main, like, guy, their Zordon analog was Ghost Jay Leno.
Yeah, I remember that. He was like a genie or some shit, and he had, like, the biggest chin and nose. And then, like, in a testament to laziness, in one Power Rangers episode, or like it might have been a 2 or 3-parter, they used the Beetleborg outfits as villains, and like they didn't even. It wasn't a crossover or anything. It was just like, no, if you watch the Big Bad Beetleborgs, you'll remember these things. But yeah, they're nowhere near the same people.
I can't find it constantly amusing that they basically, for the Power Rangers, they just redid the non-suits and armor portion of the show.
Yeah. Originally, yes, but eventually they had the suits made.
Yeah.
Because, like, the stock footage was running out, so they had to make actual footage.
Which is why the Yellow Ranger didn't have a skirt, but the Pink Ranger did, because in the Japanese show, the Yellow Ranger was a dude. Also, of course, I have to say that Black Ranger was black, the Yellow Ranger was Asian, and the Red Ranger was American Indian.
And then they didn't even realize this when they first made it, and so then
of course the White Ranger, and then they had White Ranger Tiger Power, which is not a good thing to say.
So this is the Progbot. He's just basically Neptune Prog.
Yeah, well, you have a Progbot, we have a Zircon family. You're dead, man. You are fucked.
I mean, last time I only went against him with, like, a little kid in Zircon. Imagine how pissed Mom must be. She got to miss out. She had to miss out on this the first time.
We haven't heard her say much, because we've been talking a lot.
Well, that, and I skipped over a lot of the one planet, because it's just not visually interesting.
We'll get more in the next video, promise.
Yeah. Yep. Trust me, at this point, Zircon family's out pretty much 24/7.
Yeah.
Attention, employees!
But a couple other good guesses were Zircon Dog. I really like the Zircon Dog idea.
Zircon Chorus Line was a particular favorite of mine.
I liked Mr. Zircon just dual-wielding other smaller Zircons. And here's one that I made up, but my brother posted. Well, he originally came up with the idea of a Jewish grandpa one, and I came up with the idea that the Jewish grandpa Zircon was always disappointed that Mr. Zircon wasn't violent enough.
Seriously, he just got whooped. Whooped big time.
That went a lot smoother than the first time they fought Neptune. Oh, and if you didn't get the no damage skill point against Neptune, you can get it against the Progbot.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah. So you can come back here later with the Rhino and just obliterate him and get the skill point. If you haven't gotten it by complete accident after failing the boss fight several times beforehand.
Without the proper attire.
New armor, yay!
Yay, 35% defense.
Yay!
Which is actually quite significant. There's also one last armor I will be showing off, and that is the one that's challenge mode exclusive. Also, a gold bolt that I missed my first time. Instead of going up, if you make it go down and you jump up here, you get a gold bolt. And then there is the only gold bolt in the game that you need to backtrack to, over by the orphanage entrance. You have to come back here when you have the hover boot, or the jetpack boots, and then you just go over here. Yeah, hover boots. And it's over here.
Yay!
Let's see. What else? I know what else. I don't know why I'm pretending to... Oh, and this is the way back. They don't make you kill yourself. A schematic that I missed that I could have gotten, like, I was over here earlier. I destroyed this very box. And I neglected to look over here. I'm sure at least one person was being driven crazy because of that.
No, get apart!
No!
Be able to build the greatest weapon.
I'm sorry if you're that person. I don't mean to make fun of you, but... Wait, no, I do.
And then, here's one I was looking for like 5 minutes and then gave up because I couldn't remember where it is. It's just easier to find it with the mapper that you win in the gold cup. It's just over here underneath there.
Oh, I think that's one of the ones I'm missing. That's
Oh.
a really pain in the ass to find, I think.
Yeah, okay, so just follow my path backwards and you'll be able to find it.
Okay, good. I don't have access to my PS3 right now, but okay.
Oh, I forgot to show off where the gold bolts are. There's one on top of this tower with the laser coming out, and then there's another one with the... on top of one of the giant vines in the first hub world.
Just take our word for it. Bye!
Yep. Wait, nope, lightning bolt. Speaking of Power Rangers.
Yes!